So I found it. Hold on. That's not really what is happening here. When he was explaining just a second ago, what in the world? Oh, Rebecca explained it. He was trying to trick me to get away. It's not taking anything. It's in anything. And as you can see, he's just...
How's it going, y'all? Whoa. Where's the focus on my stream at? Hello. Oh, there we are. How's it going, everybody? Can you hear me? Is the stream good? Can you hear everything? Let me know. Hi, Agent of Gen Z. Hello. Derek. Hello. Leia. Hello. Y'all can hear me? We're good on the audio? How's it going? Figure Fight Club. Go check out his channel if you're not. Subscribe to him. Cool. We're all good. Sweet. So we're getting some people in the chat. So I guess we should start right off with what we are talking about today, which is, give me a second here. We are talking about the price for our new Maximum Spider-Man, which I predicted $50. I know I said a different price otherwhere, but I knew it was going to be $50 because Hasbro likes to overcharge for certain things, and that kind of sucks. Hello, everyone that's just popping in. So let me get my screen sharing up here. Let's do it this way. So, of course, our Maximum Spider-Man is $49.99, $50. And that's not to be unexpected because, you know, Hasbro, like I said, they like to overcharge. And in a perfect world, this would be $35, $34.99. But this is not a perfect world. This is a world where Hasbro has the Marvel Legends license. And, you know, they're just going to charge what they want for it. And I did pre-order. I pre-ordered in two places. And I pre-ordered 2 from Big Bad Toy Store and 2 from Hasbro Pulse because I wanted to make sure I got at least one, and whichever one comes first, I will cancel them. And I did it because I'm a Spider-Man fan. And I'm not saying it's worth $50. I'm saying I personally am willing to pay $50. That doesn't mean everyone is. And it's just one of those things. Yes, Spooderman, because a lot of people are unhappy with this, and I'm sure Todd McFarlane is unhappy with it because it's $50 and he's not getting a penny of it, and it's his 90s Spider-Man design. But I prefer to call it the Marvel vs. Capcom design. But $50 for Maximum Spider-Man. Yeah, that was the price. It was supposed to drop today when the pre-order went up, but yesterday someone, Hasbro Pulse themselves, I believe, confirmed it on Twitter or something. They said, yeah, it's $49.99, and it's just one of those things where, you know, it's going to be more than it should cost. And yes, is it a cool figure? Absolutely. Does it have new sculpt? 100%. Is it worth it? Not to everybody. And it's just one of those things. It's also sold out on Hasbro Pulse and on Amazon. And a Spider-Man figure being sold out is kind of it's like how and why, because it shouldn't be sold out. Spider-Man should always be around. Spider-Man is one of those figures that we constantly have on our shelves. And for something like this, if you're trying to set a new lineup and set a precedent for it, I know it's supposed to be a premium deluxe line, but if you're going to sell out and they're doing a limited run, like maybe 100,000 units, something like that, maybe not even that, who knows? But to have it open on all these pre-order sites and be sold out within an hour while hyping this up as the new main deluxe line for your Marvel Legends is kind of silly. And I don't know if it's online only. I thought the Renew Your Vows one was going to be online only, but that ended up showing up at Target. That's where I got my first one because I had to get another one because the paint was bad on that one. But I don't know. It could show up in retail. You never know. And yes, please hit the like button. And also, like I said, check out Figure Fight Club. I've been on their open mic stream the last 2 weeks, and he's going to be out the next couple of weeks doing some cool stuff. But I'll probably still be there next week. So check out Figure Fight Club. It's a cool stream. We talk toys. We'll probably be talking about this for a long time. But, you know, it's just one of those things. We knew it was going to cost more than it should, and it absolutely did. And speaking of stuff that is like costing more, but it's for a reason and it's not permanent. It's something that is temporary. And I even have confirmation here. Let me find that before I bring it up on screen. We have downloads. Let's see. So there it is. Bring this up. Sorry, I am trying to be more prepared and I had stuff ready and I still need to just bring it up on the screen. But let me check in with chat really quick before I go any further with that. So also let me know, are you getting the Maximum Spider-Man? Did you manage to snag or pre-order the Muzz? 35 to 40 would have been fair, but 50 ain't that bad. When I paid for 60 for Phoenix and she doesn't come with nearly all of these accessories. And yeah, Phoenix was overpriced and retailers even had her listed at $35, $34.99 before the pre-orders went up. And then Hasbro said, no, she's $50. And then the same week, Target dropped her down to $35.99 with their Target deals. So, you never know with Hasbro and with retailers. They don't even know sometimes. Pretty sure they said fan channel. Don't think it's set up for retail release right now. Okay, but that's probably the case. But they will reuse this mold. So if you don't get it now, they're going to reuse Spider-Man on it again. $40 would get you a two-pack of great figures back in the good old Hasbro days. Absolutely. No disagreement there. Inshallah, we can find it in brick and mortar. I'm not sure. I have the Amazing Fantasy with the blue spider in the back, so I can pass on it. Yeah, that's the first appearance one with the actual blue spider. Hello, Ray. How's it going? All right, so let me go back to what we were talking about before we get back into the chat. So I was in the chat on Between Two Sentinels. John from Jada Toys was in there, and I had asked about the price of, and I misspelled them, that's why I fixed it, the price of the Deluxe Blanca and Sagat. And he said that they are only $29.99, $30, because they're a deluxe mold, they're bigger bodies, and that makes sense. So they're still doing the premium Street Fighter line, so expect maybe like Akuma or Zangief or whoever else, E Honda that are coming out from Jada to be like $30. But I would say that that's fair. That is 100% fair because Jada Toys packs in the accessories. The quality is there. We know exactly what we're getting. And if they can do it for $30, Hasbro could have done it for $35. We know they're going to do that markup because it's Hasbro. But a whole $15, like I said, I pre-ordered them. I bought them. So I'm in the boat of, it sucks. Stay hydrated because talking a lot will make you kind of hoarse. Paying $50 is something that I knew I was going to have to do. I was already prepared for it. People were already bracing for it. It's just one of those things. And another cool thing that I got confirmation on kind of in that stream last night, Between Two Sentinels. So check them out as well. They're really cool. It was a fun chat to be in. I asked John about the Jada Toys Scooby-Doo line and if we would get, and I said, if y'all make a mystery machine, I can die. And he said, well, if Scooby-Doo sells well, because I really, really am excited for Jada's Scooby-Doo toy line. So if Jada Toys Scooby-Doo line sells well, hint, hint, everybody that's in the chat or watching this on the replay, shout out to the replay watchers as well, buy Scooby-Doo figures so we can get a mystery machine at a fair price in 1/12 scale, along with the whole Scooby gang, because like I said, I can die happy at that point. But yeah, there's a little tidbit of information on the prices. So, there's a lot of stuff floating around as far as uncertainty about prices of things and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to value, let's check out these Jada figures. When it comes to value, that Jada is going to really, really outdo themselves when it comes to that. And Blanca, other than Cammy and Chun-Li, is my favorite Street Fighter character. I always played Blanca, and artificial scarcity drives demand. It absolutely does. What's up, Action Figure Addicts? 112, how's it going? Let's see here. I work at an LCS, and I'm obsessed with her, so I didn't. Gotcha. Definitely not paying $50 for Spidey. However, I am finally biting the bullet on the Moth-X 185 because of all this. I actually got the Moth-X as well just because I got the Maximum Spider-Man. But I'd been wanting one, and he was like, what, 95? on Big Red Toy Store. So you can use Sezzle and it's not that bad. So I was like, I just got the Maximum Spider-Man. I need to get that one as well. But checking out this Blanca over here, he is really cool. You can see he's got those lightning effects. We got the sick posing. He's got those butterfly joints. And John said that like the hair on Blanca is hollow. So his head is on a ball stock, like a hinge as well, I believe is what he said. I could be wrong. I could be mistaking what I heard, but there is some articulation movement in the neck. The hair does not like fully hinge it, which is something a lot of people were worried about. So that's really cool. And you can kind of see that in these pictures. His head goes kind of back far, and that neck probably has a lot of articulation as well. Maybe it's the neck that's on that hinge. But Blanca can get down and dirty, and it's really cool to see a 1/12 scale Street Fighters Blanca in 2025. Like Street Fighters in general, like Marvel vs. Capcom, amazing. And then we also get Sagat in the same wave. So I guess this is their... See, I'm already getting hoarse. Sorry if I'm talking, because I don't usually talk this much. So who knows if I'll need more water by the end of this. But let me go back up in the chat a little bit and let me see where we were at. I can't do it. I already have a Mofex and Revoltex Spider-Man, and I felt like those were worth it for $50. For a regular Hasbro toy, just doesn't seem like it's for it. Yeah. I got it. It's a pass for me, not really in my crosshair style of what I'm collecting at the moment. And that's fair. That's what collecting is all about. We get the stuff that we want, and we skip what we don't. Speaking of Jada, I'm really excited for the Cyberpunk figures. Are you picking those up? Yes, I do have them pre-ordered. And I also, hopefully, I don't know if it's going to come, have the Gun Girl, Romanki Gun Girl coming, which is Rebecca from Cyberpunk. So I'm hoping that she gets here. It says she's supposed to ship within 2 days, and that was like 10 days ago. So we'll see. But Sagat looks really cool, and he's a big guy, so you get his fireball effects. Jada really kills it with the articulation and the paint. I'm still waiting on my Cammy replacement head. I should have asked Jen about that last night, because they said they sent it on the 10th of January, and I still have not seen it, but maybe I'll have to message them again. But Sagat looks really cool. Oh, you can just scroll through the pictures, kind of. And I wish that there was a third figure in this wave, but you know, you get what you get sometimes. Where are we in the chat? Oh wow, there's a lot of chats in here tonight. I'm excited. Well, I'm excited to do a review, so I'm excited for it as well. And yes, that's what the YouTubing is for. It's so that if you are unsure of a figure and then you see a YouTube reviewer get it, and they're like, oh, this was great, or this was terrible, and you were on the fence, then you'll know. So that's really the point of the channel, you know? Did they mention why Lucy from Edge Runners? So yes, John did mention the differences of the prices. It's the soft goods, because they had not done soft goods at that scale before. So with the scale of the figures and the type of soft goods they were doing, that kind of offset the price a little bit. So there's your answer for that. That it's only because of the soft goods, not because of the license, not because they wanted to charge more. So yes, please buy Scooby-Doo figures. We need that. I would pay $50 for a Maximum Hulk too, but we know a Maximum Hulk is going to be like, sweetie, it's going to be like $80 to $100, and that sucks. Like I know in my brain, and like after everything is said and done with tariffs and production, all that stuff, it's going to be like $80 to $100. I would love for it to be $50. I think it's the amount of soft goods and the size of the figure. Yeah, David is more expensive because he's bigger and he has that wide jacket that there was a lot of detail on, and Jen definitely went over that in the chat. So or in that stream. So it was really cool to see that. I knew there was some other stuff I had to go over. What else had come out this week? Doesn't matter. We can go back to the chat for a little bit while I think about it, or y'all can suggest some stuff down here in the chat for me. Are the Jada Scooby-Doo figures available right now? Available to see? Yes, actually, let me go find them. Thank you for giving me something to look up. Let me look up those Jada toys. Jada toys. They premiered at San Diego Comic-Con, I think. So let me see if I can find some images of those awesome looking figures, because they are really cool. And I have them right here on ToyArk. ToyArk's a cool website. So yeah, here is the Jada. I bumped my computer. Here is the Jada. Jada makes beautiful figures. They do. I'm gonna try to reach out to John. I don't know the best way to reach out to him, and maybe see if he'll come on one of the streams one of these days. And I do have a couple of guests lined up for the coming weeks. So the Rowdy review won't, or Rowdy Roundup would always just be me, because as you can see, I'm stumbling over my words a lot and getting caught in mouth already. So it'd be nice to interview people and ask them questions and have them do some of the talking and let y'all do some of the questions and have me kind of be the middle person. So I'm going to start working on getting guests once I have a couple of streams under my belt. Get all the kinks worked out. It's only my second stream, so let's take a look at these Jada Toys Scooby-Doo figures that I'm so excited for. Y'all don't understand. I love Scooby-Doo. Look at the box for this. It's so good. We've got Shaggy, and you can see we've got an alternate head sculpt. We've got some Scooby snacks. We've got hands, and we've got an actual little Scooby snack down in the box in there. And then we have, why is it dragging that? Then we have Scooby and Shaggy themselves, and then we have the mummy, and we have, so the monsters are all going to have their unmasked heads, which is amazing. So all the monsters that they make. So I think that's the creep, and that's of course like the mummy. And then there's Shaggy in the box closer. Hopefully the prices stay for all regular and deluxe figures from that line. I would hope that, yeah, if there's another 6-inch figure in their maximum line, it would be like $50 max. And then if they did, like, you know, say Hulk, which they're going to, that's coming in the pipeline, I would hope that they would keep the price for a deluxe maximum like 80 to whatever. Hopefully it's not $80, but I'm saying that's the realistic price, because that Spider-Man was $50. But these Jada Toys Scooby-Doo figures are probably going to take up half of my top 10. I'll have to like use Scooby and Shaggy as a placeholder for the whole line probably, because just look at this. And he said Scooby wasn't going to be in wave 1 because it was going to take longer for them to figure out the articulation, which means he really cares. And John's a cool guy. You could tell in the stream. Not that I know him. I'm not, you know. But look at those hinges on the ankles. So we've got ankle hinges. We've got elbow hinges. We've got the shoulder hinges on both of his legs. It doesn't look like his tail is articulated, but it may be from the back. I just can't see it. I'm sure it is. And then it looks like we've got neck articulation, and of course the head is articulated. And then Shaggy's got that upper ball peg with a t-shirt, which Spin Master did with Joel, and they absolutely failed at that. They made him look like have a beer belly or he was pregnant. But Jada really nailed it. He's tall and slender, so it really like nails the aesthetic. And then of course he's got double pinless knees and double pinless elbows. So, you know, Jada just, as always, and those face sculpts are so classic Scooby-Doo. I'm gonna jump on Spidey. Yeah. Big Bad Toy Store still has them up for pre-order. What game did Jury first appear in? Because I know I want a Jury so bad. I'm pretty sure she was in Street Fighter 4. Was the first time she appeared. I think I remember playing Street Fighter 4 and Jury was new. But no, Jury appeared in Street Fighter 5. So there you go. Jury is from Street Fighter 5. I was close, but I was off. And that Scooby face sculpt looks so good. So these Jada Toys Scooby-Doo figures are beautiful. And as much as I don't want to get just the monsters, oh, and so is there Tony the Tiger. Like Jada Toys is just, this has turned into a Jada Toys stream. And the Cyberpunk figures, let me find those. Those are 1/12 scale. Let me go back to Big Bad Toy Store actually, so we can come back to that. They are 1/12 scale, and the Romanky Gun Girl is also 1/12 scale. Also, hi, titular heroine. Thank you for stopping by. Let me get those Cyberpunk. Sorry, my hair's a mess. I've been like just lounging around all day waiting for the stream, and I was like, I'll get ready eventually. And of course, Big Bad Toy Store has their markups. So let's check out. So they are 1/12 scale. I don't know. Robo Don't Know has his video up on the Cyberpunk figures. Jada sent them to him early, that Lucky SOB, but this is David, and there's that. So there's the pants and the jacket. So he's got a lot of soft goods. And yeah, they're 112 scale, but I think like David is on the larger side because he's kind of a big dude. I got the new Miles, even with the ugly leg gap. I wish I looked closer to Spider Boy. Hasbro must hate Miles. So I pre-ordered it too, and I'm thinking maybe I can use the Game Reverse Miles legs on that Miles, and it'll make it look not as bad. But I'm also thinking that those are drop down hips, and although they should not stick out that much, maybe the drop down will make it a little bit better. But we'll see. Sarge collects. What's up, Sarge? Everybody check out Sarge. He's really cool. He streams every once in a while as well, so check out his channel. He's a really cool dude. He's chill. Streams a couple days a week and chats just like I'm chatting with y'all. So check him out. Lots of cool toy collecting YouTubers that stream, and that's how I've met a lot of people. So yeah, check Sarge out. Going back to David, yeah, you can see that jacket is of course removable. So it's a really cool figure. And let me go back. And we'll check out Lucy. Well, this is a 1/7 scale. That's not the same thing. That's a statue. Sorry, where is the Jada Lucy? Is she sold out? No, here she is. So yeah, there's the $30 Lucy, and she is really cool. I think she's, spoilers, I think she's the only character that like survived in Edge Runners. All the other cool characters got, unalived during the show, which kind of sucks because you're playing the game. You're like, it'd be cool to run, and oh wait, I can't run into these characters. But Lucy comes with some cool stuff. I'm really excited for these figures. I'm wondering why it's taking so long, considering like they have copies, like Robo got some, and I know those are early production releases and all that stuff, but I'm wondering when these are going to start shipping. It really should not be that much longer at this point. Let's go back and see what else is on Big Bad Twister's homepage, or y'all can Hex Girls, yes, Hex Girls. What is Hex Girls? The Hex Girls from Jada are in need. Hex Girls, let's look that up. Hex Girls. Any of y'all seen Tank Girl? I haven't seen that movie in forever, and I just saw a clip from it the other day, and I was like, yo, I love that movie. Tank Girl is a classic. Hex Girls, Jada. Oh, that's the Scooby-Doo. Okay, the Hex Girls from the Scooby-Doo movie. I get you. That would be cool. I think they're doing like the classic stuff right now, but if they keep the line going, aka we keep buying Scooby-Doo stuff, I'm sure Jada will be able to run down everything. Yes, Tank Girl does rock. She is very cool. I'll have to be Tank Girl for Halloween at some point. She's a cool character. Jada is my 2024 number one. I agree. They were my 2024 and 2023. They'll probably be my 2025 number one, considering Blanca is coming. So I'm super excited for that figure. But let's look up that, because I was talking about Cyberpunk. Let's look up the Romanki Gun Girl that supposedly I'm getting shipped at some point. Let's see here. She's actually probably one of the sickest figures, and I only wanted to get her because of D Amazing's video. Like, I would not have gotten her otherwise, because I was just like, she's so expensive, but she's just such a freaking cool figure. All right, Toys Metaverse, that's always a good website. Let's go to this and we'll look at her. All right, so this is, of course, Rebecca from the Cyberpunk show. And, there's a regular version that just comes with the figure and the regular accessories. And there's deluxe version, which was the only one in stock, which comes with the extra stuff over here. So the bike and the extra body and the extra head sculpts and all that stuff. So she scales with the Jada Toys Cyberpunk 2020 or 2077 Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I can't talk. I'm sorry. This is live. I can't edit it out. The Cyberpunk Edge Runners figures, she scales with them. And we all know Rebecca was the best character from that show. Anyway, rest in peace. I hate Adam Smasher. Adam Smasher is awful. Like, he's just the worst kind of character. Like, yeah, he serves a purpose, this intimidating presence that you just have to beat. And then you could beat him. He's not unbeatable, but like, he just got rid of all the cool characters. Sucks. But the Romanki Gun Girl is looking like probably one of the sickest figures you can hold in your hand. So I don't know. I'm super excited for that. But there's definitely yeah, seen a couple people on Action Figure Reddit get their Romanki. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. And I saw the D Amazing video. All my homies hate Adam Smasher too. He's absolutely terrible. Nobody likes that guy. He doesn't even talk. He has like 5 lines in the game, and you're supposed to be scared of him. Oh, big scary robot. Darth Vader's scarier than you, Adam Smasher. Sorry, I'm on a tangent. But, you know, it is cool that we're getting cyberpunk figures. I would like to have had something other than the stupid McFarlane Cyberpunk 2077 figures, because those are just not cool. Those suck. But you guys know that I'm kind of biased against McFarlane. He's not my favorite toy person. But going back to Jada Toys really quick. Tony the Tiger, come on, who doesn't want that? We all love some Frosted Flakes. At least we do in my house. So, you know, and of course that I have that Chester Cheeto. Check out my video. Also check out, you know what? I'm going to do a self-plug really quick. So if you're in this live stream and you're subscribed, go ahead and find my 2 giveaway videos. Find my Venom video if you haven't commented on it. Find my Spider-Man video and spread the word that I'm giving away the retro card of Venom at 3,500 subscribers. We just hit 31 last month, or not last month, like just recently, within the last couple of days. We just hit 3K last month. So I have a feeling if we get enough traction and we get some people subscribed, someone in here will be getting a retro carded Venom relatively soon, within like, I want to say maybe like 3 months, hopefully maximum. So like, spread the word. I'm trying to get the name out there. I'm trying to grow and expand. So, you know, spread the word, like the stream, of course. Subscribe if you're in the stream and you're new. Welcome to the channel. And yeah, just a little self-plug there for a minute. So I'm giving away retro carded Venom, and the Mezco Spider-Man does have 2 left feet. Sorry, my hair's absolutely a mess. That's a curly hair thing. Giving away a Mezco Spider-Man with 2 left feet at 5K. I also have 2 left feet. You should see me trying to walk around. It's not pretty. But yeah, do that stuff, because I would really appreciate it. And it would be really cool if we hit 3.5, even 5K this year. You know, we've seen a lot of growth this year, and that's thanks to the small community we've built. And I try to keep it a very like wholesome and good place for everybody. And there's been a couple bad eggs I've had to just like completely hide from the channel. And that's okay, because y'all pick up the slack with being awesome and cool and, you know, just watching my content. I never thought that I'd have 3,000 followers on YouTube. It'd be cool to have more, but I never thought I would be here, and that would not be without y'all. So thank you so much for watching my stream. So there's a little wholesome moment. Yeah. And yeah, Tony, he does look great. Gosh, Jada Toys is just one of the best toy makers, and there's no way, like, for the price, like, yes, you're paying, like, if you cannot compare a Jada Toys figure to a Mezco Toys figure and be like, because that's not comparable. You know, you're paying $80, $90 to $100 for a Mezco figure, and that's because it's all soft goods. You get a bunch of, like, a buttload of accessories. But, you know, Jada's getting the soft goods too. We've got the little cloth good. And for like a domestic toy maker that is getting AAA licenses like Street Fighter, like Mega Man, freaking Cereal, like that's pretty AAA in my opinion. They also have, hopefully that's, let me see if they have that on here. Yeah, here we go. We have Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble coming, and those are really cool. I'm excited for those. Just because we don't have that. It's not something we've had before. Not that I'm like the hugest Flintstones fan, but like it's interesting for me to get a figure that's new, completely engineered, something that wouldn't normally be like, I have the Chester Cheetah because I like Cheetos, I eat Cheetos, but it's something I wanted for a figure as a kid, but it's not something I thought we would ever get. And it's something that Jada is just like, we're going to do all that stuff. If you really want to have a Tony the Tiger figure or some really awesome Street Fighter figures or Mega Man, hey, we'll grab that license. And with that Scooby-Doo, it's the same thing. If we buy it, they will make more. And I know it's going to be a lot of penny pinching and things are going to get expensive, but that's why you kind of focus on things that are really important to you. And for me, Scooby-Doo has always been, I know it started in like the 70s, and trust me, I'm not that old. I'm a 90s baby. But Scooby-Doo was always on reruns. So I definitely saw the original series more times than not. So it's definitely a show that I grew up with, and I've always wanted, like, I still have my Burger King Scooby-Doo Burger King Big Kids meal, Scooby-Doo with a glow-in-the-dark collar on, sitting on my shelf just because we've never had another Scooby-Doo. We did get the ones from the movie, but I could never find the Scooby-Doo, just Shaggy and the rest of the gang. And they weren't in the right scale either, so I didn't want to get those. You always forget my McFarlane hatred. I get it. Like, it teaches their own, yes. And I may be a little bit biased to McFarlane, just slightly. No, it's more than slightly. But he said a lot of off-color things that I just don't agree with when it comes to the toy industry. I think it's all about inclusivity, and I don't think that action figures are boys' toys or girls' toys, or I don't think figures should be gendered or toys should be gendered. I just think that if someone enjoys something, it should be, hey, I enjoy this, and I'm going to collect it, and everyone should be like, cool, I'm cool with that. And that's just the vibe I want on my channel. So yeah, Todd he's a character. Like I said, I'm sure he's mad about that Spider-Man being a Todd McFarlane designed. Let's check out McFarlane's, because I had some people ask me about Power Girl and stuff. So let's check out his newest wave of stuff really quick. We'll just look it over. The Junk Drawer, howdy, how's it going? Well, hi, how are you doing? Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. Giving a boy Wonder Woman will ruin their lives, and they will blow up after holding it for more than 5 minutes. Absolutely. According to Todd, if you give a male child a female action figure, hello, focus please, then his whole life is going to be over. It's going to be a life of crime. He's going to become the Joker. Hello, stream. I don't know why my focus is bad. Probably because I was looking at the other screen this whole time. But I just really I was in Displaying Model Behaviors stream, and he held up a Superman, and I was like, gosh, I do not have, hold on, let me try something. There. No. Might have to stand up now. I was on his stream, and there we go. He, showing off his Superman, and I don't have a good 6-inch scale Batman or Superman, and that really sucks. And that's mostly Todd's fault, because he decided to make his McFarlane multiverse line in 7-inch scale. And but that's where it started for me, and I was okay with it for a while. But when the quality didn't improve, and we're still getting, pins and all this other stuff, it's just like, why, Todd? You have the capability to do better. And then you do these like gold label and all that kind of stuff, and it makes it hard to get figures that people want, like the chases and all that stuff. There's a lot of things that is, in my opinion, is wrong with how he runs his company. But if you want to collect his toys, to each their own, that's great, because there's no other DC stuff at that price point, and I totally understand that. What's New, Scooby-Doo and Mystery Incorporated. Those are definitely great shows. I stopped collecting McFarlane. Power Girl looks good. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, I do like me some Power Girl. Power Girl is a cool character. Not really like a super mainstream character, but it is cool that he did a mostly classic design for Power Girl. But at the same time, for me, she's probably the same height as Superman or Batman in that scale, because he does not know how to scale. Like, if you asked him how tall a 7-inch Batman should be next to a 7-inch Batman, he's going to say 7 inches. So that's just how it is for his line. And that's, how it is, because I got a Damien, and it was just way too tall to be next to Batman. Why can't I get here? Give me 1 second. Let me go back to the chat for a minute while I find, here she is. All right, there's the Power Girl. Is it gonna zoom in? Can I zoom in? Is this McFarlane Toy Store? Here we go. There's the Power Girl, and she comes with that little cat. I don't remember the cat's name, but it's the super cat, and she has a wired cape and all that stuff. She's got, her belt isn't classic. That's the thing with McFarlane. A lot of the times, the artwork does not match the figure. The belt is different on the suit. The boots are different. The gloves are different. So it's just little things that bother me about the McFarlane Toys line. But she does look relatively good for a McFarlane figure, and I'm not hating on her as much as I would on others. When I was 3, my parents bought me a girl doll because my mom was going to have a baby and wanted me to learn how to take care of the impending baby sister. Hey, and that's a totally valid thing, It's like when you're in school and they give you a bag of flour. Well, in movies and TV shows, they do that. Sorry, I got a little itch on my nose. I'm going to scratch it. They give them a bag of flour and say, take care of this like it's a baby. It's the same thing. It's teaching you responsibility. And also, what brother or sister didn't have Barbies that they played with together? Like, it just happens. It's just how kids are, they don't really care about that kind of stuff. I love Todd as a writer and artist, but as a toy creator, not so much. I'd agree. I appreciate his artwork and his contributions to a lot of art and stuff, and I don't even think his writing is that good. I think when he's writing Spawn, it's probably at its worst. But his art style is definitely a very big part of Marvel's 90s culture for me, and I'm a 90s kid, so yeah. And yeah, that's totally fair. I used to do that too. I got to a certain point, but when I finally got that Dick Grayson, I was done. I was like, I will not get any more. This is such a disappointment, because I pulled him out and his arm came off, and I was like, well, there's the same thing I've seen over and over and over again. But to each their own. If you want to buy McFarlane figures, go ahead and do it, because I just paid $50 for a $35 Spider-Man figure. Well, I didn't get charged until he ships, but that's just how it is. They released Batman Begins figures. Yeah, I saw those. My parents and Todd would have been good friends. Oh, if they could see me now. Hello, Daredevil Dave. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. That's really smart. So there you go. There's some validation there for your headcanon. Pinless Tech has never impressed me because Toy Biz did it with Spider-Man Classics. Did they? I didn't. I never had Toy Biz Classics. Before we get back to the chat, let me go back to see where we're at with McFarlane and DC Multiverse action figures and vehicles. Okay, so here is the McFarlane Big Bad Toy Store page. And we will check it out for the sake of the stream, for the sake of me hating on Hasbro. Let me see if I can give McFarlane some positives, because this Captain Cold, he's looking cool. He's kind of updated, kind of classic. I don't know why this is more like a parka and more like a tattered thing, but it's cool that we're getting Captain Cold in his classic blue skin. Does he have an alternate faceplate? And it's interesting that McFarlane is going the faceplate route. It's something that has been, slowly introduced in his lines. I don't not watch. Like, I saw, when the Hunters came out, and I was like, that's interesting that they're doing the faceplate thing. It's not for me, but it's interesting. We got, who's this? Tempest. I do not know the character of Tempest, but the thing about McFarlane is, like, I have bad vision anyway, but if I'm looking at this, here, let's look at it in front of me. If I'm looking at this, it looks like a statue. And that's because that's how he designs these figures. First and foremost, he wants to sculpt them out to look to his aesthetic, and look the proportions. This is a perfect example. His upper torso is like half the length of his legs. His legs are so long. And it's just, upper body is so boxy. And the proportions are weird. The length and the scale of his legs are weird. It's just not for me as far as scaling. It's like they could be 6-inch figures if their legs were slightly shorter, which is interesting to me. It's almost like he decided at the very end of the line to make them or at the very start of the line before it went to production, to make them 7-inch scale, and said just extend the legs a little bit. Wait, I need a turtleneck. just extend the legs a little bit, and he'll never come on my channel. He'll probably like block me or something. If you just added a calf extension on there, then it'll be taller. It'll be 7-inch scale. But that's what they look like to me. I don't know. And this flash is, I don't know who this flash is supposed to be. Interesting looking. The colors are interesting. Multiverse dark flash. So that's the dark flash there for you. Thank you. I try. Tempest was the original Aqualad. So thank you for the information. I did not know that. I grew up with Select 7-inch, so it never bothered me. And the thing I love most about this line is that it's customized. Yeah, I do like pins for customizing. And I definitely had to fix a couple Marvel Legends where their pins were swapped, like reversed. So I had to do that a couple times. And it is nice when you can fix it with the pins. And here's another figure that's just kind of a letdown. So I believe he had like, he's got some accessories. He was a cooler looking character. This is just a painted body. There's no sculpting here. They just made a new head sculpt and then painted the rest of the body on. Like this is probably that Blue Beetle body, not Blue Beetle, Booster Gold Blue Beetle 2-pack body that they made, just repainted with different hands and different head sculpts, and then the Green Lantern accessories. It does not look like a completely new figure to me. So for McFarlane, see, can't stand that body mold because it's lacking sculpt. It's laziness. Like Marvel Legends does the same thing, and I can't say that they don't. But for Todd, it's that and every other factor that I've mentioned. They're not for me. They make me sad on the inside, and there goes my focus again because I keep looking away. Hello. Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either. Like I said, they're interesting. Let me fix my focus. Hello, I'm here, camera. Look at me, look at my face. Like I said, they're interesting, but it's definitely not my favorite thing. Faceplates with SH Figure Arts are already finicky enough, and with the quality, do I have to like do like action figures and put my hand behind my head to focus on me? Come on, camera. But like with the quality of his plastics and all that stuff, I feel like the faceplates are not going to be or work as well. Just it's interesting. It's definitely interesting that that's the route he went, as opposed to all the other improvements he could have made. Or the multiverse license is up this year. Realistically, McFarlane, hello Brick and Tire, by the way. Realistic, McFarlane will renew, but I'd love to see Mattel get it back. Multiverse figures in the Masterverse now. See, I would love for anybody other than McFarlane. Like if Mattel got it back, great. They just take all the improvements they've done in WWE and Masters Universe and all that and use that to make the perfect 6-inch scale DC line that'll mesh with Marvel Legends and other 6-inch scale stuff. So more like 6.5-inch, because you meet there in the middle now with Marvel Legends and a lot of stuff. Like Mezco is more like, I know they call it 1/12 collective, but it is not 1/12. It's bigger because SH Figure Arts does the true 1/12 with their Dragon Ball Z stuff. I'm on a tangent here, but that's okay. What time? We still got time. We still got some time. So yeah, now I guess it's just a free-for-all. We talked about Maximum Spidey. We talked about Jaded Toys Scooby-Doo. Let me try one more trick to see if it'll... How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with... Nope. Still fuzzy. But, you know, we talked about a lot of stuff. So now I guess it's a free-for-all in the chat. Hello. I'm here, camera. Sorry, I'm really bothered by that I did. Yay, I fixed it. That's better. All right, Figure Fight Club. Like I said, go check out Figure Fight Club. He's a cool dude. He's got a cool channel, has a lot of cool guests. So definitely subscribe to him. He's actually doing some giveaways at 1K. So hopefully, and also if he hits 800 by Friday, he's doing giveaways. So make sure you go subscribe to Figure Fight Club and check out his channel because he's really chill and you will have a good time just like we're having a good time here. The lack of sculpted details was the biggest detractor for me from Mattel. That and the awful articulation. I like the last Mattel figs though. Those Aquaman figs from them were great. See, that's what sucks about a lot of toy lines is some of them start off rough and then they start improving and getting better. And by the time they've reached their peak, they get canceled, like the Lightning Collection or like the Mattel Multiverse line. and then you never see them again. And it's really, really unfortunate, because I feel like, yes, the last year of the Lightning Collection, we had a lot of problems as far as quality control and pieces falling apart. But if they really cracked down on the QC and tightened up and got everything running smoothly, we could have had some of the best Power Rangers figures that we've ever gotten in the perfect scale. Because those, here, let me bring up that. Well, hey, you know what I actually have that I can bring up? Well, we'll do it over here. We can bring up the Playmates Power Rangers thing. I have my Instagram on here, because I really, really think that that's gonna suck. Like the new Playmates Power Rangers line. Oh, that's not the Playmates we're looking for, everyone. So I'm glad I'm not sharing the screen right now. Jesus. That did not work in my favor. Playmates toys. That's what I need. Playmates toys. There we go. There we go. Always specify, I guess, what you're looking for, because god dang, that was not what I was looking for. And now I'm all flustered because there's a lot of butts on my screen and I was not prepared for it. So I'm glad I wasn't sharing that with y'all, because that would have probably hurt my monetization. All right, so here is, not that I monetized. So here is a picture of what we were given of the Power Rangers Playmates Reignited line. And I can just tell, like, I made a short video about this, but we can look how big and bulky these weapons are. Look how awkward these proportions are. These are, yes, it was absolutely the wrong Playmates. And Instagram failed me, because I was trying to go to Playmates Toys page and I searched Instagram, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of butt on my screen. I was very flustered. I didn't like hate it, obviously, but I was like, you know, that's not what I was looking for. These aren't the droids you're looking for. But I'm really not looking forward to this Power Rangers line, because it's just not it. Like, we have the Lightning Collection. We had the perfect articulation by the end of it. That Turbo Red Ranger was really good, other than his shoulders being huge. I thought his shoulders were way too big, and that was the only problem he had. And then we had the Lost Galaxy Pink Ranger, and she was the perfect female 6-inch figure as far as articulation. She had shoulder joints, double butterfly joints, double elbows. She had the ab crunch and the upper ball peg, all that stuff. So the Lightning Collection really tightened down on their last couple of releases that last year, like that Dino Fury Green Ranger, and had some QC issues with her neck falling out, but the one that I got was perfect. What a great figure. And it just really sucks that we're not getting up or getting any more of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures. And instead, we're getting a new line from Playmates, which is, I love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I grew up with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but I've also have two Mighty Morphin Power Rangers teams on my shelf already. We've got the Ninja Rangers, and then we've got the original Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then we had the remastered Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and then we had the metallic Power Rangers, all from the Lightning Collection. And what is Playmates doing? They're going to go with nostalgia and release what looks like to be an inferior kids line with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers branding, because there's no show on TV because of Hasbro. So this toy line was made to fail, and I do not see it going anywhere. I have all the Wonder Woman Mattel Amazon figures, and I like them a lot. I set up a tribe of Amazons with them, the D&D figures, and Daenerys in my fantasy figure display. There you go. It's great to mix and match figures, and no problem. We are still here. We're still streaming. I'm going to try to stream until, we'll see. We'll see if we can get till 9 o'clock. I know I can get to 9 o'clock. We'll see if we can go to 9:30. I may run out of streaming content by then. But, you know, I'm really miffed that that is what we're getting as far as the Power Rangers line goes. And that's just unfortunate, because I'm a huge Power Rangers fan. Like, I love Power Rangers. I grew up watching it. It was so great to have the Lightning Collection. It was actually a big part of my channel. I really, really enjoyed doing Power Rangers videos, because, and you can, I hope you can see that with my new, like, a lot of these. So this is how my channel works. reviews that come out on my Tuesdays, my scheduled reviews, those are reviews that I've done. They're videos that are like older figures, content for my channel just to keep going. And then the new stuff that I get, I will edit, film, and put that up on my channel because A, I want to get out the reviews so y'all know if you want to get it before it comes to you. And B, that's when I get more views. And as much as it's not about the views for me, it's about doing what I love to keep it going and all that stuff. I do need to get views and do need to, hopefully get my channel monetized with ads at some point. So I do want to get ahead of the curve with new releases. So those go up when I get them. So we've had a lot more releases and I've been putting a lot more time into my editing. I've been trying to get clips, related stuff, and keep it in there, get people's interest up. And, the watch time on my videos has gone up. The click through has gone down, or not up percentage wise, but that means that y'all are clicking through and watching the whole video to get to the end and see everything. So that's really cool. So, YouTube is a long-term thing. It's not something that just happens overnight. So doing these streams is another way to reach out to y'all. Sorry, I'm holding this water bottle. It keeps cracking. And I really appreciate being able to talk to y'all in a one-on-one almost capacity. Like there's a lot more chats in here than I expected to have. So hopefully I didn't miss anyone in there. If I did, you can let me know. Yell at me, say, hey, I have something to say. But I love doing this. It's fun. I'm hoping, like I said, to get guests on here. I do have a couple lined up. I just wanted to establish that there's actually interest for y'all to see me live streaming because I don't know, it could be boring. It could suck. I could just be boring live, but apparently enough people are watching. So a couple more weeks, I'm going to start trying to get some guests in here, try to reach out to some, maybe try to get Ramen Toy on here. I know he's really promoting his Super Musk, and it's a really cool thing. And I'd like to talk about that with him directly because I'm interested in dioramas. My diorama behind my figures is that's the extreme sets, which is made out of cardboard. But those ramen toys, they're quality. Ramen toy, it's not ramen toys, it's ramen toy. They're quality toys. So that diorama looks really cool. And then, like I said, I love Jada Toys. I'd love to have John on here. And then I have a couple other just collectors that are up and coming like I am that I'd like to get on here and interview and just talk about toys with, because that's really all it is about when it comes to collecting. We're all in a community. We all have the same interests. And, it's just something that we do together, and it keeps us together. I don't want to see infighting and stuff in my community. Unfortunately, we haven't seen a lot of that. And I really, really like interacting with y'all. I know I went on another tangent, but it's just how it is. I've enjoyed listening to you in my head while I play Kinetic Sand with my 4-year-old. I've been enjoying. Missed the chat tonight, though. Well, Derek, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate everyone showing up. I don't think we're going to go till 10:30 tonight just because my voice is running on empty. But let's see if we've got any other things in the chamber we can talk about really quick before we go. It was a slow week for releases. There wasn't really a lot. I'm going to have to I was thinking about, I knew what I was going to talk about this week for the stream, but it's going to be a lot of me trying to figure out what we can talk about on stream as far as every week goes. But I'll come up with something and we'll talk about it. So let's see what else there is really quick before we... I saw something that was really cool, actually, that I'm hoping is better than the original releases, because those original releases have been disappointing people, and I didn't want to get them. And it's also cheaper than the original ones, and it just looks really cool. And I've never seen the anime. It's not something that I've tried to watch or anything or read, but the figure looks really cool, and I know what it is. We have Guts from Berserk in his mercenary outfit, and the other one was $105 or something like that. This one's $89.99, and he comes with that cool red cloak. And there's a lot of problems with the first release Guts. He's got a giant sword, and the pegs in the wrist and the shoulder were not strong enough for him to hold the sword up. So I'm hoping they fix that. I'm hoping at least that he can hold a sword. It looks like he can in all these pictures, but promos can be deceiving. Such a cool looking figure, and it's not. I wouldn't get more of the Guts figures, but I've been looking at the last couple that they released, the one in that armor, and then the more normal looking one. And I've seen the reviews from people like The Amazing, and I'm just oof, maybe I shouldn't get that. What is this? import figures and parade. See, now I'm over on the anime figure side of Big Red Toy Store, and that's not where we want to be at the stream. Dave's Dimension, how's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Where are we at here? Let's see. What did I have? Oh, you know what? I want to look at this because I really want Jada to make this character. And I don't know if they'll get to Street Fighter V. We already talked about her once, but there is a release of her that is sold out. No way. Okay, that's not the right one. Where is the Storm Collectibles? There's Jury. I really want Jada to make Jury because she's a cool figure. I'm a big fan of Street Fighter's female character designs. This is the Storm Collectibles one, and she's sold out, unfortunately. But with their Storm Arena line, I mean, they said they're only doing Street Fighter Alpha, so who knows if they'll ever get past that and even make any more than Ryu, Ken, and hopefully Cammy and Chun-Li. Because if they don't make a Cammy and Chun-Li, a Storm, in that scale, they're losing out on so much money. But someone, I forget who it was, said they wanted to see Jury. I also want a Jury. Just like I wanted that Storm Collectibles Morgan, and I'm hoping to make a Storm Arena Morgan. So, there's just a lot of stuff this year that, and there goes the focus again. There's just a lot of stuff this year that I'm really looking forward to. And I'm sure a lot of you are as well. And it's just a matter of how is all of this stuff going to fit in our budget with everything that's going on. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I know we'll at least get the main cast. Who knows what else we'll get from that, though. That'll be interesting to see because, the villain is supposedly Galactus. We may get the female Silver Surfer, Shalabal. I forget what her name is. But I am interested to see, is it Julia Gardner? Julia Gardner's? I don't remember her name is, but I am interested to see her portrayal of the Silver Surfer, and I am interested to see the movie. Oh, and I mentioned this in the comments, and actually I was replying to Leia here about Captain America 4. I was supposed to go see that today, but I saw some YouTube and Reddit reviews where people were just like, it's not a terrible movie, but it's not gonna blow your socks off like the last, because the last couple of Captain America movies, the first one was great. Winter Soldier is absolutely top-notch MCU, probably not as far as filmmaking goes. I have more enjoyment out of certain MCU movies, but as far as a solid all-around film, like Winter Soldier is probably the best one in the MCU as far as plot and all that stuff and just the non-ridiculousness of the ridiculousness. I was hoping that we would get another one of those, a political thriller and espionage type of movie, but apparently it's not that. In the ways that it could have done a lot of interesting things and sent a strong message, it didn't do that. And we don't see a lot of Red Hulk. And I'm a big Harrison Ford fan. If you watch this channel a lot, you know that I love me some Harrison Ford. He's the best. But, we didn't, it's just we're not getting what we want out of that movie. And there were multiple reshoots. There's a lot of things they could have done to add that stuff and make it better. But apparently they didn't do that. So I'm just going to wait for Disney Plus and hope the Thunderbolts is better because that Thunderbolts trailer was really good. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, yeah. There we are. We're coming up on an hour here. So I guess we'll wrap it up because I don't have anything else to talk about this week. But if you like this video, if you like this live stream, of course, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and just popping into the chat. Check out my giveaways. Do all that stuff. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.